Welcome back to Cyrodiil. A lot has changed in the 200 years since the Oblivion Crisis, and in this year's Dev Diary, we're excited to share some of that change with you in the form of more delicious progress updates. As you've seen in our recent release of the Anvil City trailer and its subsequent walkabout stream, Anvil City is on its way to becoming content complete. It's currently the focus of our implementation department, which is busy implementing all of the quest content within the city. The department has already implemented all NPCs with full dialogue, scenes and schedules, making Anvil a very lively city to walk around indeed. As you may recall from our last Dev Diary, Anvil is a part of the Colovia milestone, which our team has been hard at work on over the past 2 years. This milestone encompasses the majority of non-questline content within the Kvatch, Skingrad, Coral and Anvil counties. The milestone also includes the other locations that exist within these counties, which are 2 minor cities, numerous other settlements, and all the minor locations in between. Of the 47 settlements in this area, 45 are already content complete in-game. That brings the population of Colovia up to an astonishing 662 NPCs implemented. On the content side, we're happy to announce that in all of Colovia, 37 full side quests have been finished, as well as 99 miscellaneous tasks. 67 of 87 dungeons have been created in Colovia thus far, with 45 of those dungeons still requiring another polishing pass to get them finalised. Additionally, while exterior landscaping work in Colovia is mostly complete, extensive navmeshing is still required, and many areas still require a second pass on them. As Anvil is the last major city required in the Colovia milestone, departments which have already completed their baseline work in Colovia have shifted their sights to the bulk work remaining in Nibenay. More specifically, the regions of focus within Nibenay are the counties of Leyawiin, Cheydinhal, Bravil, and even more exciting, the Imperial Isles, which includes the Imperial City itself. First, we'll go over the state of the Nibenese counties outside of the Imperial Isles. Bruma, of course, is already content complete and ready for you to download and play if you haven't already. The link to download the mod is in the description. And remember, any numbers or statements of progress to follow are subject to change. With that, let's look at the county which has made tremendous strides in the past 2 years since the last Dev Diary, a city of magic, and one of the largest and wealthiest cities in Cyrodiil, Leyawiin. In our last Dev Diary, Leyawiin was merely at the start of its development, with art and exterior level design being finalised. Now, it's the next city on our roadmap to be fully implemented after Anvil. Interior and exterior assets for the city, besides a handful of minor claims, were completed some time ago. This allowed the interior and exterior teams to finalise almost the entire city in their respective departments. The exteriors can be glimpsed on screen, and the interiors team has already beautifully designed and cluttered 34 of the 43 interiors in-game. Not to mention that one of these interiors is essentially a full dungeon in and of itself. The editing department has locked 30 of the 72 total claims in Leyawiin City already, which consists of all NPCs, quests, and other miscellaneous writing claims. This means that Leyawiin is on track to move to the implementation stage immediately after Anvil is completed. The rest of the county has already been overrun by our rampaging team of editors, and many of the county locations are in the same advanced state as the city itself. The only major bottleneck which exists in the completion of this county is the lack of exterior and dungeon designers we have available to finalise it. After Leyawiin is completed, the next major city in our sights stands sentinel to the border of Morrowind, and faces many unique issues which come with doing so. That city is Cheydinhal. The city of Cheydinhal, being further out on our roadmap, still has some work to be done to reach the state where implementation of NPCs and quest content can begin. Currently, writing for the city is undergoing final revisions, with the main quests in the city in particular needing a final pass on them before we can hand it off to editing after Leyawiin. Besides writing, minor art asset work is still needed to bring the city up to the quality of the rest of Cyrodiil, and to allow exterior level design to finalise it. That does not include work on interiors, which had their assets completed some time ago. This allowed the interiors team to finish level design on most of the city, with 35 of 39 interiors already completed, at least to a first pass state. We expect to complete the final writing and artwork needed for the city by the time Anvil's implementation is complete. As for the remainder of Nibenay, Bravil City, Bravil County, Cheydinhal County and Mir Corrup, these areas have had significant work done on them already, but finishing them remains out of our immediate focus for the time being. Focus will shift to these once again after Leyawiin is finalised and Cheydinhal City becomes the next major milestone. After all, there exists another behemoth which has taken up much of our attention this year, the big one. At long last, the Imperial Isles rise, and we rise to meet it. For the past year, a major movement in Cyrodiil has been underway to fully outline all writing for the Imperial Isles, which includes the Imperial City itself, and develop our plan to tackle them for all departments. As is usually the case, the writing and art teams take on much of the early development work in any region, and this is no different for the Imperial City. As mentioned in the previous dev diary, the 3D asset work for the city has been underway. This is still the case, with much progress being made since then. While the art team finishes up assets for the city, the writing team has spent the entirety of last year outlining the Imperial Isles. Goals were set, constraints were laid down, and many hours were spent meticulously planning each character and quest. The product, the culmination of years of brainstorming, implementation testing, and world building. After all this extensive work, month to month, the final plan has landed roughly around 400 NPCs, 45 miscellaneous tasks, 10 side quests, and, of course, scenes and miscellaneous writing claims spread throughout the Imperial Isles. Each already has their initial outlines written down. While this number may at first seem insurmountable, the reality is far from it. While implementation focuses on Anvil and Leyawiin, and editing on Cheydinhal, all non-questline writers will come together to tackle these claims together. With this writing machine running on all cylinders, each individual writer is allocated 3 NPCs and scenes to write per month. Writers also have the additional year-long task of writing 3 miscellaneous tasks and 1 side quest each. If you want to be a part of this massive push to finish writing for the Imperial City, now is the time to apply to Cyrodiil. The more dedicated writers we have, the lighter the load will be for each individual. Beyond writing, another major milestone has been completed for the city: the Imperial City Base Interior Kit. The kit has been fully modelled and ready to be cluttered in-game by level design. This means that the writing team's efforts this year has paved the path for interior level designers to also begin work in the city. The interiors team will be having a similar push as writing, with a massive 183 interiors needing to be cluttered in-game. If you think you've got the skills to help take on this task, we can use all the help we can get. Apply today and make your mark on the Imperial City of the 4th Era. We hope you've enjoyed this update on our progress here on Beyond Skyrim Cyrodiil. If you're curious about the state of everything not listed here, we've got you covered. Alongside this dev diary, we've posted updated progress numbers for each region and each department in our social media channels. If you want more regular updates such as these, come hang out with us in our community Discord. The link to join is in the description. At the start of every month, we publish a newsletter showcasing some of the things we've been working on each month. Our Cyrodiil of the 4th Era is becoming fully realised every day, and we want you to help us see it through. In summary, if you're interested in joining, all are welcome. but we're currently most in need of implementers who can use the creation kit to create quests, implement NPCs, assets, or unique mechanics. If you have the skills or are interested in learning, this crucial role is needed to see Anvil, Leyawiin, Cheydinhal, and a bit further down the line, the Imperial City, fully content complete. We also need dungeon designers, crafting stunning dungeons with interesting gameplay. Writers who can tell interesting stories that translate well into the game. Quality assurance team members who make sure the game is in the best shape when it comes to you. Exterior level designers who are needed for finalization and Navmesh passes throughout Cyrodiil. Sound designers to help create sounds for our world. And finally, video editors and 3D art animators to get new showcase videos made and new creature and character animations created, respectively. Apply now at beyondskyrim.org/volunteer. Some of the applications will require you to do a little test, and for all roles you will have to submit a sample of your previous work. But fear not, the Arcane University can help teach you modding skills from every aspect of modding, from art to implementation. The link to join their public Discord is in the description. With all of you at our side, our passion continues to burn bright, and hope remains for this empire of the Fourth Era.